All right, so I just started recording, so I guess let's go ahead and get live. So we have the team from Hulk Inu here today. Like I said, this is the third time they came back. We have a beautiful, beautiful Docs dev who's going to be on video today. Baseball. He's came in here two times and already had two Docs AMAs. He's completely Docs to his community. I think he's been throughout most of the project or whatnot. So yeah, we have a very transparent team here. They love our community. This is the third time they've came back. So, obviously he, loves to come share stuff here. And I also, like I said, they had just made us recently a picture for our community. I just posted it in the chat. And so that's my profile pic right now. So I'm, kind of supporting. And like I said, he's my boy, RL too. So, just showing love and, I do have full faith in, like I've said in past AMAs, have full faith in everything that he's doing. So, he has my full support and, I vouch for him. But with that being said, this is going to be pretentious, but, oh yeah. And just to be clear, so they came, I think it was a week and a half ago, and they had NFTs and V2 staking that was going to be going live. So I assume he's going to be, letting us know a bit of how that's gone. But the pretentious part of kind of reintroducing yourself, I know you've done it a few times here, but there may be some people that are new, right? So if you don't kind of mind reintroducing yourself to people that may be new and kind of what you guys have going on over here, you don't got to go too in depth, but, just something brief for them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hello, everybody. Happy to be back here. As Acid explained to you all, we've been on here before. Not our first time, not our first rodeo. Wanted to update you guys on some of the bullish things that we have developing. So for a bit of background from you guys, Hulk Inu is brought to you by Wolverino, the same team that started at 3 Ethereum and went to $100 million market cap. That is our minimum goal, our milestone. We're obviously much more based, more connected since the start of Wolverino, with a lot more power on the market. So that is our minimum goal that we are building towards. We are not going to touch 100 mil and go back down. $100 million market cap will be our floor. Currently building in the bear market. So we are just a bit above 2 months new. Multi-utilities already out, multiple sponsorships. As far as what we've done so far during the build, we have established ambassadors across Telegram, the top Telegram callers. So we have the full support of Maythouse, Kingdom Calls, Senzu, Gooby, and more. But those are just your household names you can recognize. As far as YouTubers that we have on board, Adam Shelton, Believes Crypto, our newest fully onboarded YouTube influencer, very well connected. Pablo Crow from Volt, El Musa from Volt, new Volt influencer is coming as well. We're supported. We have a lot of support coming from Volt Inu. If you're familiar, we are not partnered with them. We are partnered with Wolverino, who is launching Metabrawl Inu. Is a game, think Super Smash Bros. It works on an NFT ecosystem. So we got out our NFTs quickly. They are live now. So who's going to be on Metabrawl Inu with us is obviously Wolverino, Volt Inu, Shiba Inu, Shibnobi, Captain Inu, and more. We will be on Volti Change, which we just got listed on as well. A lot of utility is out with our V1 staking, your reward in Ethereum. We have a Hulk Inu raid bot free for anybody in here that runs a community. So it basically will be a raid artist for you. It doesn't raid for you. It allows your community to follow along. Your mods can follow along and make sure everyone's doing everything appropriately. So a lot of connections already. We're partnered. We've done collaborations, a lot of unique pushes. So as far as now, the newest addition to Metabrawl Inu, NFTs are out. V1 staking is out with more than 10 Ethereum distributed in, I do believe it's about, it's today, 2 months of staking for our holders. Hulk Inu raid bot. And we redesigned our website and white paper. Oh, of course, the Hulk Inu comic is out as well with Kyle Hebert as our narrator. Kyle Hebert is the voice of Dragon Ball Z. the guy that says last time on Dragon Ball Z. He is with us, partnered with him as our narrator. You can see that on our website, hulk-inu.com. Revolutionary comic design, which is a Easter egg for what is to come into the future. But I will touch more on all of these things because we have an interconnected, incremental growth strategy for how we bring out utilities and our promotions. So everything we'll talk about today will be interconnected to everything that I mentioned as well.
Yes, yes, and like I said, you have a lot going on, bro. And so, um, I do believe last time we left off, like I said, you had mentioned that you guys had the V2 staking coming live on Sunday, and I think you had came maybe like on a Friday or Thursday, so it was like 3 or 4 days before. So of course we want to update on that and how that kind of went with the V2 staking going live and how the community kind of reacted to it and how it's doing for your chart and how many NFTs have been minted so far, things of that nature. Can you kind of let us know how the NFTs going live in the V2 staking went?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, let me get on camera for this. I should have done that for the intro. Sorry, guys. Hello, hello. Hopefully, you guys can see me. It's kind of bright. So to clarify, V2 staking is launched in unison with round one of our NFTs being sold out. So V1 staking is still live. Anybody can stake. The idea for the transition between it is all stakers are whitelisted when V2 comes out. So there's a 3% tax for depositing, 3% for withdrawal. 72 if you withdraw within 72 hours, there is a 10% fee. For all stakers that are going to be staking until V2 is launched, those last two things are not a worry. Your wallet will be whitelisted, so you do not get taxed on the way out. And this will be the beginning of the transition for V2 staking. When round one of the NFT sells out, V2 staking will have a countdown because this will be the start of the race to Valhalla. So you guys need some background for that. Our NFTs were what we talked about last time for them being launched. They are launched and very unique. So it's NFT meets node meets staking. So the idea is you get your Hulky at level 1 and you evolve it by compounding your staking rewards at V2 staking. So currently we have people that are holding their NFTs and they compound for evolving their NFT and they get an increase in their staking rewards each time they evolve 10%. And at the jump from the second to last evolution is 20% increased staking rewards. So with that in mind, V2 staking launches in unison to the sellout of round one. The reason being, this round is the only round that members can evolve to the final stage of their NFT, which is Valhalla. Valhalla is a 3D NFT, 50% staking rewards, profit sharing inside of the company, the lowest possible tax for buying and selling, so like a swing trader package. You also get the full package of our next round of NFTs focused on our comics. So I told you guys it's intertwined. So our comics will also be launched later on when they're finished as collector's edition NFTs, which also give you profit sharing inside of our comic company, Inu Studios. So the first that reaches Valhalla wins $10,000. First to evolve to Valhalla. Second place wins $5,000. So all the NFTs need to be sold out for multiple reasons for V2 staking. One is that how it works is similar to how a bank system works. It works on cash flows. So 30% of the revenue gained from round one and the subsequent rounds are fed to the staking pool for perpetuity. Also, how a race starts is everyone starts at the same time, right? So 200 members will be racing towards Valhalla, which means every 8 hours we have roughly 200 members compounding the rewards. So this is kind of like a market maker for our chart. It brings in volume, brings in all these mini buys every 8 hours. To stabilize our charts, increase volume as well. So when this all happens, we have massive multi-marketing pushes for our members to enjoy on volume for their staking. Obviously, for someone that's not in staking, they also get to enjoy our pump. 12 Ethereum buyback and sellout too. But that was a lot of info. I'll leave it there. I'm sure we'll get back to more as we go.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. So just to understand and like you said, clarify. The that Thursday we did the AMA, and you said that the NFTs are going live Sunday. The NFTs started being minted, but the staking didn't go live.
yeah, so V1 staking is still live. Anybody can stake into V1. But yes, the V2 staking is all about evolving your NFTs and glorified staking rewards in the race to Valhalla. So that is why V2 staking is not out yet.
Okay, and so can you tell us a bit how the NFT minting has gone? In regards to how many have been minted. Do you have those type of numbers?
Yeah, of course. So the NFT mint went great. So flawless launch for it. We were on an AMA with Pablo Crow during the whitelist round and Bleeps Crypto during the public round. They love the NFT concepts. We're on a lot of it. Sorry, to answer your question. Yes, it went great. We currently have 57 NFTs that are sold out of 200, which marks a milestone for us. So the idea of the tokenomics for the NFTs, they're all intrinsic. Let me scroll down here for you. They're all intrinsic for the holders, the buyers of the NFTs, and the longevity of the project. So as you see here, 15% is dedicated to the giveaway. In this round, we are giving out, sorry, this screen is in my way. We're giving out $5,000 in giveaways for prizes. So during this AMA, we will be doing the first of 5 giveaways. So $1,000 goes to a lucky NFT purchaser, minter, holder, however you want to phrase it. And that is from these tokenomics. So we've already reached that milestone and some. So it marks the next leg up for Hulkito and its capabilities. So the idea of rounds selling out, funds are coming in, they're being allocated accordingly for marketing, for these giveaways, for the staking pool is saved, and for the buyback is saved on this first round, guys. Well, hopefully for all the subsequent rounds, we're going to be doing the buyback in one chunk, 12 Ethereum buyback at the sellout of this. Skyrockets the chart with multi-marketing afterwards. So to answer your question, yes, rounds have gone great. Now we're pushing them out in several different ways for the NFTs. We're on, I think the day of, I was on 6 Twitter Space AMAs that day, focused on NFTs, and I think it was 3 just regular AMA and Telegram AMAs as well about the project in general. And we're going to keep doing that, keep pushing new avenues, more push for the NFTs in the bear market, guys. This is how it works now. Similar to how you market your token for people to buy in is the same idea for NFTs. So, but this was quite the surprising push that we got right at launch. In addition, Valhalla, the final evolution, see how it says coming soon. That art was not revealed until a member reached Valhalla, which we already have a member that reached Valhalla. And I know that's confusing. There's multi-pack incentives. So we have a member that bought 20 plus NFTs, and I'm sure we have more. I told you guys we have many people. Oh, I didn't told you. I told my members, many people in the background, super interested on the NFTs, super interested in the concept, and
Like
ready
he
to get
minted
that
like one third
Valhalla
of
back.
them.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I mean that's
So
bullish
he already
as
reached
they go
Valhalla. Was it
resell.
because he minted so many, or is it just how did he get
Yeah,
there already?
yeah. Let me show you. Where is it? Do I have the minted dab up? I think it's here. Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
race
So
technically the race to Valhalla has already started. Like it's that doesn't start after V2. That's already started.
no, so it's a race to Valhalla. So just because this person got a 20 pack doesn't mean that they directly won the 10K prize. It's
Okay.
about the evolution process. They can still join the race, of course, by evolving a banner. But yeah, you start at this black and white NFT here on the left. The next evolution is Beast, where you get colored NFT, then Shimmer. Then this is actually a GIF. This will be moving art, and Valhalla 3D is out now when you mint 20 NFTs. So they minted 20 plus, and these are multi packs. So if you get one, you're guaranteed a banner, but if you get 5, you're guaranteed 1 Beast and 4 banners, so on and so forth. Um, with this being said, so this person that got the Valhalla NFT, they have all the rights that Valhalla has as far as when V2 staking is out, they can stake their tokens and claim 50% extra rewards. They also have the option of putting their tokens in Banner and growing up another Valhalla. So this gives you more control of having a legendary NFT. Either you can afford to buy it right out the bat, or you can do the evolution process where you're earning on compounding or claiming, but also improving your position inside of Hulk Inu, and racing for a reward for it too.
Okay, so you can technically get to Valhalla by buying the 20 pack, but if you can't do that, then you just evolve the NFTs. Correct?
Correct. Yeah, but the race always starts at Banner for this, and yeah, that's basically it. And as far as the race, how you feed your NFT is just compounding. So it doesn't cost you anything. In fact, you're actually improving your position inside of the chart as we grow. Your staking rewards increase that way too. So they increase by evolution, but they also increase because you're consistently compounding. I have someone here that asked, how do we win the $1,000 today? If you check inside of the group of this AMA, one NFT is one ticket. So I'm going to be checking to see right before I do the giveaway today. I have the randomizer already ready and loaded. But yeah, if you buy an NFT right now, you have a ticket inside of winning the $1,000 today, as well as the subsequent 4 rounds.
Yeah. I was literally just gonna ask you that. So like, I was wondering if you had already, if the raffle had been closed. So if someone buys a ticket during the AMA, hypothetically, they could win.
Yeah, towards the end of this AMA, I'm going to be checking it, and I'm going to add it to the list of winners on the randomizer that I have here. I have a nice wheel, Hulkinu themed, and we'll be spinning it at the end of this AMA. It's numbered to the NFTs, so you'll know. Check your numbers for your NFTs to see which ones you have. And yeah, one NFT is one ticket. So the more NFTs you have, the more chances of winning. So right now, Valhalla holds a good chance of winning. The Valhalla holder.
Yeah, like I said, he minted about 20, or I'm sorry, 33%, 1/3 of the total. You said about 57, so 20 of them, so he has a really good chance of winning, right? So um
Yeah,
let me ask you
yeah, yeah.
this about the Valhalla NFT. It is a 3D NFT. So does this guy already have the actual 3D NFT, or is it just something that's coming down the road that he's already guaranteed?
The 3D NFT, so we had it ready, but we left it for the first person to reach Valhalla will reveal it. We've already revealed it. It was a lot faster than we thought. So all of the art, our website as well, doesn't even have it displayed. But I send it inside of your TG right now if you want to pin it.
Let me see.
Black background. You scroll up just a little bit,
Okay,
you can see
yeah,
it in
I'm
there.
seeing it. So I actually have this question written down because I was curious. So of course, like at some point, with the whole Meta Brawl thing, there's going to be 3D NFTs that may be incorporated, right? I think we had talked about this. Are any of these 3D NFTs you guys have? Are these like kind of similar to what they may look like? The 3D NFTs for Meta Brawl, or is this just something that's completely separate?
Separate but together at the same time. So Metabrawl works on an NFT ecosystem. So these NFTs, along with all the utility that I just explained, they also will be used inside of Metabrawl Inu for boosters, skins, weapons, and that way you can earn more tokens through battle in Metabrawl Inu. So that's already the one use case that we had before we even launched, but we added in multiple thereafter, mostly inside of the tokenomics and node focus with you're in charge of your rarity, you're in charge of your rewards as well. Yeah, so is this an example for Metabrawl Inu's 3D NFTs? I wouldn't say so. This is not necessarily the exact look of the character for Metabrawl Inu. But this is our 3D NFT. So a little bit of yes, a little bit of no. NFT is used inside of the game, yes, but are these a sneak peek for what the NFT is going to be for Meta Brawlino? Not necessarily. Along these
But
lines, of
but
course.
it is kind of like an idea of what it may could hypothetically somewhat look like, right?
Right,
Or is,
absolutely. Yeah.
okay. Because like I also was wondering, since y'all are brother partners with Wolverine, the utility over at Wolverine, was it similar? Like, do they kind of have a similar utility with the NFT staking and then the race to Valhalla and the evolution, or is their utilities like something completely different? I'm curious, as you know, as,
Um,
if this is like
yeah.
if y'all guys are, because y'all, I'm a, I assume you guys may even launch another character hypothetically at some point. I'm not saying this is like going to happen anytime soon, but I'm just wondering like if each one is going to have their own little niche, utility, and it's going to be different, or if each one's kind of going to be in the universe and have similar utilities, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. So to answer the first part of your question, the Holokino Tamagotchi NFT concept is 100% unique inside of the entire crypto space.
Okay, okay,
So many hands have been on side of this concept for to create a win-win situation for our members and for the project. So a lot of NFTs, they're mostly about earning a profit quickly. If you look at these tokenomics, this is all about the growth of the project because we're going to be part of Metabrawl Inu. But we also have a lot of long-term plans to get to too, and these NFTs interconnect to every single plan that we have, as well as Metabrawl Eno. So that's why I said it's all interconnected. And we do believe that is the best way for growth, especially in the bear market. Synergetic movements, not only with inside of Hulk Eno, but it was inspired by the idea of working side by side with Wolverino, Metabrawl Eno. So as we get closer to the game launch, we're doing marketing individually, but also together with Shiba, Volt, Wolverino, Shibnobi. And we're going to be acting as a mediator between all of that because in our concepts, everything is already synergetically involved. And that is how we're going to be operating the launch of Metabrawl as well, where all of us are going to be pushing it. So just like now we're talking about Metabrawl, we're talking about Wolverino, we're talking about all of these projects. It's all going to be intertwined as far as the push for synergetic growth and promotion. So as far as what was the other part of your question?
I was just saying, like, so I assume, like, I think we had talked about this in the first AMA. Is there going to be other characters, like, in this universe that kind of are included in the, brothership of Wolverine, Hulkinu? Obviously, these are characters
I
from
see.
Marvel. Are there going to be other Marvel characters that we see coming down the road?
Not that I know of. That is definitely more of a Wolverine Dev answer. But as far as I know, Hulkino is the newest and final addition to the Meta Brawlino game.
Okay,
I
okay.
mentioned four top tokens, but there's many more that are involved as well. You can see on Meta Brawlino in their Telegram and website, I do believe. But these are just the most recognizable household names that I listed.
Okay, and I know you had mentioned, and kind of the introduction you had, about some AMAs you had been doing recently, calls you had. I did see in the message you had me share for the AMA that it mentioned you had some new partnerships on board. So new sponsoring partnerships you onboarded. I was curious if you had already touched on those. If not, do you mind kind of going over those?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, so we've done many so far, and the idea is partnership in our world means they're onboarded with us. You're going to see them consistently updating, but it's a full support type of thing. So as far as the new ones, what we've recently just announced was El Musa is onboarded. He's devote for Voltino. We love Voltino. They are a role model for how they do community engagement and management. Something we initially said we were very unique on, but realized that Voltino is doing many aspects. So we're incorporating or learning from them, while hopefully in time they'll be learning from us as well, like our daily DCs. They do something like that too. Um, and many more for community engagement. So that's El Musa first sponsoring partnership. And second is someone that we've already been working with, but now we have him tied down is Believes Crypto. Believes Crypto, amazing influencer, extremely well connected with amazing names. Has already connected us with great names, which I'm not allowed to say yet. But when I get the go ahead directly, I'll say them. And yeah, he's onboarded. So we did an AMA with him at launch, and we have more coming, more unique aspects, fun ideas to do with beliefs as we go. We have two more new sponsorships that we're ironing out the details as well. So this NFT launch is the beginning of Hulk Inu's even heavier marketing campaign with much more exposure, and the first sneak peek of that will be announced towards the end of this AMA.
Okay, okay, beautiful. And you also still have the contest going on, the music contest, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. Let's see if I
So
can find that
how
for
does
you.
that work, real quick again? The music contest.
Yeah, so the music contest, basically you make a Hulk Inu anthem. I think I reshared it recently. You make a Hulk Inu anthem in this music contest. You send it over to myself, and you upload it to YouTube so we can check to see that, if YouTube doesn't screen it, that way we know the originality of it. It's going to be a lot of scrolling, guys. But I'll keep talking as I go. If you see it, stop me. But yes, oh, here it is. So yeah, it's $1,000 prize for the music contest. It started on the 25th of August. It ends in 2 weeks' time from now on the 25th of September. The idea is you make a Hulk Inu anthem, genre, category. It doesn't matter. It's not my decision. We're going to be taking the contestants and we're going to be putting them up to a poll inside of the community. Well, we have some twists and turns to make sure that this poll is not botted. And then we're going to, this will be the start of us launching our 24/7 Hulk Inu live stream on YouTube, like a music live stream. This will be used inside of our communities and bring more exposure to Hulk Inu. Every contestant's song will be on this live stream as long as it is mixed and mastered. So I see to answer your question, it needs to be mixed and mastered. You can send it to me before YouTube, upload it to YouTube, and that's it. And then we'll put it to vote. All songs get exposure on our channel, along with just regular songs. And the winner will be, obviously promoted much more and used as our anthem as we
You
go.
already have some songs that people have shared with you guys, or that you shared with the community.
One or two, no, but they're I think they're all taking their time on it. We were inside of this freestyle rap space from these tough guys from New York, and they were all very interested. So they're working on it. Al Musa just told us that he's going to be also part of the contest too. So I expect them all to be a bit more last minute.
Also, so you expect some hip hop type Hulk songs coming.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Wolverine did something similar with this when we were there, and it was all mostly hip hop. But yeah, we would love to have some DJs, some acoustic guitar, and again, it's all about what the community thinks is best. So anybody's welcome to join. It just needs to be mixed and mastered and uploaded to YouTube. If uploading is an issue for you, we can upload it for you as well, but the quality needs to be there.
Okay, and on that same note, touching on what you had sent me earlier, with the new sponsoring partners, you also said you had multiple exchange listings that are coming as well, or you are lining up. Are you able to touch on that yet, or can you kind of briefly?
I can mildly. I'm not going to name drop, and I'm not going to give a time for them either. But from what I've explained to my community members beforehand, right, is exchange listings are always bullish, but at the same time they can go one of two ways. They can pump the chart up or do nothing for the chart. Exchange listings pricing has stayed the same during the bear market. Unlike a lot of influencers, they understand there's less traffic. So inside of the bear market, it is a bit risky for especially early on. In our first weeks, I was getting hounded for exchange listings. But we watch the market. We have advisory boards with us that also are running projects, and it's been proven to us that during that time, either the one or two, nothing really happened from the exchange listings, and a lot of tokens and marketing fund was gone. Or it did pump, but then it dumped directly, which is a bit more common inside of any market. So we have a couple members on our side that are directly interlinked to multiple exchanges. If you want a list of some of these exchanges, you can see it's on the Wolverine roadmap. Same mediator is with us as well. But we wanted to be timely with when we were to list on an exchange. The idea is, yes, there's a lot of new eyes and a lot of people will rush towards it in the sense of getting the better position before others, which normally spreads into people selling off. So it goes very high up, especially with our members as well, knowing this and me being quite transparent about it. They see that we get on exchange and they'll sell off too. So this big green that you see is not everlasting. It's just for a moment. But to combat that, right, is the idea is we were waiting as far as what it was a few weeks after launch for multiple utilities, multiple partnerships, for us to be a bit more established with our foundation, for our members to understand the plan, and not that the idea is just an exchanging as our big announcement, exchange listing. So now we have our NFTs out with the idea of looking forward to V2 staking, the race to Valhalla, a 12 Ethereum buyback on the first round, across 5 rounds. That's 60 Ethereum that's going to be going back into our charts, with multiple exchange listings lined up as well. So now that we have more of our use cases out in our Hulk Inu comic, now that more of these things are out with more ground to stand on, I guess, probably not the expression. But this way, when we do get an exchange listing, new members come in, but not only do they see a pump, they have a little bit of time to check out the project, and our community will be getting people involved as we do for any new members coming in, with the idea of more incentive to hold. And I'm sure they'll still take out profits, but we're looking for instead less dumps, more taking out initials. So that ties into our V2 staking with constant compounding, the giveaways, the buyback, the massive promotion campaigns we have planned, new influencers on board. People are starting to flock more, and the foundation's a lot stronger of the idea it's moon or dust. But we know we're going to moon. And the impatient people are now becoming much more patient with the idea of, okay, I understand everything step by step. And when we're doing these massive pumps, it'll be more verified of, wow, this project got listed here, rightfully so. And that's not just the big thing that they're going to do. They have so many more things planned. This is just one step in a direction upwards. So yes, and that is our next step now. We have multiple exchanges coming, and we've been in discussion with many of them. It's really just waiting on the time to pull that trigger for it to be as impactful as possible for our charts.
Okay, yeah, yeah, and of course you can't name drop because it could hypothetically, mess something up. So I don't want you to name drop either, and I completely understand. So let me ask you this too: what was the general sentiment of the community after the NFTs dropped? Do you think it went, like you said, it went pretty smoothly? Did the community have the same reaction?
Yeah, absolutely. I do believe so. I mean, the community can type inside of your chats if they disagree in any way. All I got was bullish, like the art, like the NFT that they have. A lot of questions about V2 staking, and I explained on how it works and everything. Because the idea is V2 staking will be the only staking that's available. V1 will go away, where we're going to have time for everyone to migrate, with whitelisting their wallets so they're not taxed. But V2 staking, in essence, works because of what our NFT holders put in. And it's bullish, and they're very high rewards that come into it. And that is obviously only for our NFT holders. Everyone's very excited for the race to Valhalla, but a race starts with everyone at the start of the line. If we did it differently, it wouldn't make as much sense. We'd only have a few people that are racing towards Valhalla. Great for our OGs, but we still have to be fair for bullishness. So everyone was very understanding for V2 staking, very excited to understand on how V2 staking works as a banking system of everything circulating, where one investor is compounding and getting rewards based on volume and the amount of tokens they have staked. But times that to 200, then they're all earning staking rewards off of each other, while also pumping the chart, improving their position. And so that's kind of how it works for the race and the perpetuity of these staking rewards. We had questions about that of, okay, if I'm getting 50% staking rewards for the longevity of the project, the whole life of the project, how are you keeping that alive? That's from the NFTs, from the revenue generated from them, from a percentage from our tax, our buy and sell tax, but also from that claim and compound taxation is also going into the staking pool, liquidity, and marketing. So now we have 3 forms of income that are feeding the staking pool for it to have more aspects of perpetuity. And I got great responses from this, and understanding that, okay, this does work. And once this race starts, amazing, because not only will round 1 be hyped from Valhalla, a lot of FOMO because Valhalla won't be available for round 2, but staking rewards are crazy bullish. The evolutions come in, people see them minting, they want 1 too. Compounding, how it works for the chart, also great. But this in between rounds also is the launch of massive viral marketing campaigns that haven't been seen before inside of the crypto space, with new influencers as well and new exchange listings. So it brings in more and more FOMO, where the members that minted are obviously all bullish because they have their NFTs, and they understand that where it goes, that it gets more and more rare. their rewards get higher and higher and higher, where they can hold their Hulk Inu tokens forever, like how Voltino is. They've been around for so long, pumped up so much that members are holding all the way for the extreme long run, and this is one of those first steps for us too.
Okay, and the last time you came here, you did show off the comic book NFT a little bit. So just to understand, was that live at the time, or is this something that just went live recently? And is it actually mendable at this point, or is it just like is it just on the website?
Yeah, not mixable at this point. The concept of how we're working with utility is we do incremental growth. So you guys did not get to see it for these NFTs, but the traits were listed daily. The evolutions were listed daily as well, Medium articles. So everyone got pieces of the concept as knowing that it's in development and it's coming. The same thing for the comic. So we put out sketch work, then we put out the colored work, then we put in the narration, and then finally the video is uploaded to our website. So that's what you got to see on the last AMA. Now the second page is out, and I'll forward it inside of your group right now. So the second page is out with more hints on what is to be coming with the storyline. You can see Hulk Inu fighting Shiba Inu, which is what we want to do for the marketing campaign for Meta Brawl Inu inside of the ring. You also see the bear, the villain, who has encaged the main Meta Brawl Inu characters: Wolverine, Shiba, Volt, Shipnobi, and Captain Inu. And so I'll just say it. The foreshadowing that we're doing here is that the war on Ethereum, Hulk Inu fighting the bear to free the Meta Brawl Inu characters from the bear, aka the bear market. So it's a bit of a hint of us as a mediator.
Yeah, yeah, looks really good. I actually was gonna ask if you could show off, some of the comic book artwork, and then also the NFTs for people who may have missed it last time. I know people have been posting them throughout the AMA. So like these little gifts in the chat are pretty much the NFTs, correct?
Yeah, yeah. So I've
Okay.
just shared the black and white is banner. The next evolution is beast, where you get color. Now you have war, which is shimmer. And then you have battle here, which is this actual GIF. And then finally, I'll re-upload Valhalla, which was just revealed. Here you go, the 3D artwork of Valhalla.
Okay, and do you actually have the breakdown of each rarity, like how much of each rarity had been minted so far? And then also, what's the availability on each rarity? Do you have that? Like, is there like a X? Like, is there like 20 of the most legendary? I'm not familiar with the terms you guys are using.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so that's quite complex. That's ever changing. That's something we can get at the end of round one.
Okay.
But in essence, right? So our Valhalla holder, they have 20 NFTs, one being Valhalla, the most rare. Now they have 19 banners. What they can do, they can list them up for to resell them for which will be more and more bullish as we reach round five. Round five, you're going to have a lot of questions of so this NFT is supposed to evolve, but mine doesn't evolve. It just gives me staking rights and a chance to win $10,000, and that's correct. Some people will want it to be able to evolve. So in a better way is the people that have multiple NFTs for this pre-evolved pack at round two, they're able to compete against us. They can sell off their NFTs, especially if they have their staking rewards up. We're minting them at point 0.2 because of the idea of the stake and rewards buyback. So an instant gratification of being able to get your initials out. But they can come up and be like, "Hey, I have this NFT up with better evolution capabilities that you can buy from me through OpenSea." So the amount of rarity that's out that can be out is ever changing. But to answer your question more directly, 200 Valhalla NFTs out of 1,000 total are only available to the market.
Okay, so 200 out of 1,000 total Valhallas, or 200 Valhallas out of 1,000 total NFTs?
Yeah, so it's two. So I'll explain it like this. Every round, so round one, this is the only round where members are able to reach Valhalla. Round two, they can only reach the fourth evolution. Round three, the
Okay.
third evolution. So this brings it more exclusive. So yes, 200 out of 1,000 are able to reach Valhalla, but also bear in mind, not everyone's going to reach Valhalla. People have a goldfish memory now, as far as our generation
Hmm.
or
And do
myself.
y'all plan to, like, with the next rounds, how you're saying, they may not be able to reach Valhalla, so it's not as much of an incentive to, um, you know, potentially be able to get, these incentives that you do get when you reach Valhalla. So, what incentives do you guys have planned for the people in the future rounds that may not be able to reach as far, but what are the incentives for those people to evolve their NFTs?
That's a great question. And I'm going to try and answer everything a bit short because I overtalk a lot of the times. For people on the second round, the one part of the incentive for bullishness is the giveaway rewards are higher. So that in that round, they can also buy NFTs just for the chance of the giveaway. Plus the idea of reselling your standard NFT um, purchasing incentives are always there, but it also has you can stake and increase your stake and rewards. But to answer it more realistically, this round is all about bullishness. The preceding rounds are all about FOMO. We're going to be continuously promoting out NFTs. Once round one is out, 112 Ethereum on one side, a 12 Ethereum buyback will be extremely marketable, bringing a bunch of people in. Two, exchange listings are also going to be in to combat the dip from that 12 Ethereum buyback. That'll bring another pump. Plus, people are compounding and earning rewards and increasing their position inside the chart with a mass people with mini buys coming in. So it brings into a very healthy chart with chart movement. People are evolving. They're hyped on it. Their staking rewards are amazing. They're saying, like, hey, I earned back what I've invested into the NFTs quickly. Oh wow! And now I'm evolving more, and I've already earned back my initials inside of this. So by the time they reach Valhalla, their token amounts, hopefully 2x's. But yeah, at the same time, their gains are also a lot larger. This brings a lot of FOMO while we promote round two. So all of
Okay,
this is
so
happening while round two is in promotion too. So it's a FOMO strategy too.
so you guys do have other reasons as to for each round as to like why to participate, and almost like balancing it out to where it's just as much incentive as the people in the other rounds.
Yes, exactly. Here, I can actually give probably a better detail on the white paper. So each final evolution still has its benefits, um, instead of like what Valhalla benefits are. Valhalla benefits are obviously the most bullish, and that's for obviously your loyalty is rewarded. So as far as for a second round, they forget the first line. So they get free Hulk Inu merch for 3 months, where Valhalla gets it for life. Entrance into the whale chat along with Valhalla holders. They receive the Hulk Inu comics, half of it, where Valhalla receives all of it for more profit sharing inside of the company, the Inu Studios, and more chance to win giveaways. At the same time, all other traits for a traditional NFT still exist for your rarity and for you holding in a piece of the collection as well.
Okay, okay. And do you mind showing off? I don't know if we got a chance to. You may have shown it in the past. I don't really remember. Can we see the DAP? It's live, right? The DAP is live.
Yeah, here I said, yeah, this is the DAP here.
Okay, so that. Oh, okay. What you're showing us earlier, that is the DAP. Okay, so your wall is
Right,
connected,
yeah.
and that's what pops up. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you mint on here, and then it goes up until OpenSea. Right, you can see. No, sorry, that's deconnect. Easter eggs for you guys. So then all of your NFTs will be listed over here.
Okay, and that
And
DAP you just showed us, is that just the NFT minting DAP, or is that the same DAP you stake on?
no, that's the NFT minting DApp. Our current staking DApp is live as well. So here you can see the buttons. So here's for the NFTs, and here's for staking. That's V1. V2 staking DApp obviously isn't out. It would be quite confusing for members. But yeah, so because we did have some members that were a bit surprised of, I got my NFT, I want to stake and evolve directly, and the idea of the race to Valhalla took that. It was a bit different where they expected V2 to be out directly, even though we were saying at sellout V2 staking is launched, because that's how it works for V2 to actually work in perpetuity. But our offset for that is V1 stakers. Anyone that's new that got an NFT and wants to stake, you guys can stake as long as you're holding until V2 staking DApp is launched. You will be able to withdraw with no taxation, no fees. So that'll be helpful for you to transition into V2 staking to start your race to Valhalla with your chance to win 10,000 US dollars simply by compounding, improving your position. Bear in mind, the idea is you are able to claim or compound every 8 hours. Compounding is feeding your Hulky. Claiming is starving. There's no negative connotation to claiming. The only thing that is negative with it is that you've missed the feed, so now you're one step behind someone in the race to Valhalla. If you don't care about the race to Valhalla, feed your NFT when you find fit, just like you're doing in V1 staking, and claim whenever you find fit, just like you're doing in V1 staking. Our staking, both of them, no lock tokens whatsoever. You're able to withdraw your tokens at any time that you like. This is something else that is launched to hedge your risk against the volatility of the market. With that being said, V2 staking not only will have Ethereum rewards, but you'll also have the choice of getting USDC rewards, which you can still invest into Holkino, of course, but it's to offset if you're sketchy on the crypto market in general. You're able to get some of your crypto earnings out to swing trade for dips in the market or whatever you want to do with it.
Okay, so you literally just led me to my next question. You started talking about the market, and there is something big coming up for the ETH community tomorrow, right? So my question is, this is kind of a general question. It's not too specific to Hulk Inu, but how does your team and the community kind of generally feel about the merge coming up?
Bro, I just realized it's tomorrow. Technically, it's in just under 7 hours.
Yeah, bro, it's
Siri,
insane, bro.
yeah. What do I think is going to happen? Oh man, so many things. I talked with Bleeds Crypto after our AMA for an hour straight. He had his kids coming and was like, "You said we were going to go shopping. Hurry up!" But we were deep in talks of it, and we had a prediction of what the first utility will do. About a dip beforehand and a pump afterwards because it's the utility. A lot of influencers are talking about a delay for the Ethereum merge. I didn't get to see why, again, because 24/7 Hokino. But to answer your question quickly, I think that there will be a minor dip upon launch of the merge, similar to how a launch works, up and down, or like an exchange listing, like what I've said. But because this has multi utilities attached to it, I believe there will be a pump afterwards. And I think the first floor that we'll see after this pump will be around 2K.
And do you think the ETH 2.0 merge is going to have a big effect on projects like yours or other ETH projects that are doing well? Do you think it's going to provide a little bit more bullishness to you guys? You think? Because I personally think it may bring a few more. It's kind of we don't know what to expect, right? But I think it could definitely bring a few more people into the ETH space. I feel like some people thought the fees are going to be a lot lower, but it doesn't seem like from everything I'm hearing that's even going to be the fees aren't going to be that significantly lower to where it's maybe bringing people from the BSC or Sol or people that are used to trading on those super low fees.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk about that, because this is so anticipated that there's the dump, but also because it's so anticipated and what Ethereum's been planning for so long, that this could be the time that Ethereum, what is it, the word, detether, depeg from, get their own tread line outside of Bitcoin. And, they're saying this is the start of Ethereum surpassing Bitcoin and, all this hype. I'm telling you, every 3 days, these influencers have a completely different spiel on what they're saying. Ethereum. But yeah, I think at the least it'll bring a lot more eyes to Ethereum and people wanting to get in for the promise of ETH is low now, or it's about to go up now. Let me get myself into projects that will give me back Ethereum, like our staking. But yeah, I think it will bring a lot more eyes. I think there'll be some ups and downs with it, but I think in the bigger picture, as far as all of the big tokens that are out now, I think Ethereum is the one that's standing out. It's actually doing what they say, unlike Cardano, nonstop saying, we want to see some action.
Honestly, I think it's not
I can't hear you anymore.
Any of the others are competing with the top 3 tokens right now, which are obviously BTC, ETH, and BNB. But yeah, bro, that was pretty much my last question. There is a lot of community questions, so I'll get to that, and then I guess we can, get to the giveaway part, which is the most hype part. I feel this because someone's going to win $1,000 here, right? And then, I assume it's someone that either minted an NFT during this AMA, or someone from your community that's minted an NFT, so they deserve it. So
Exactly.
let me go through these
So
questions real quick. The
before we start the questions, if
okay,
anybody does want
go
to
ahead.
mint an NFT, if you want to mint an NFT, I'll send the link real quick. They're point two. The idea is hold it, and you'll be able to get your earnings back either through staking and getting your rewards, or going right into taking your initials out from that major buyback that we're going to have. If you mint your NFT now, you have your time now before these questions. I'm going to refresh the OpenSea page and see if anybody is minted. My advisor has informed me that most likely we'll be getting mints afterwards as well, along with the pump. So a little bit of insider insight for you guys of if you want to get NFT, you have a chance to win this round. But you also have a chance to win the subsequent rounds of giveaways. Inside of round one, there will be a total of 5 $1,000 rewards. For whoever mints in this round as well, plus all of the bullishness that you have for our staking and multi-use case for NFTs. But without further ado, let's get to some community questions. Fire them at me. Let's see who's got the challenge.
Yes, sir. The first one's a hard hitter. They said is the Wolverine team giving you advice from mistakes they made on their project to make this project more successful, and if one of the projects takes off relative to the other, what happens?
Great question.
If Hulk Inu takes off to like 100 mil and Wolverine is at 5 mil or 10 mil, what happens? Is there like some sort of, are you guys going to try to balance it out, or is it just
No, never going to balance it out, man. Yeah, we're brothers. That's the same concept as brothers. You ever heard the story about one brother that was named Winner, another brother was called Loser? Winner ended
No,
up in
yeah, for
jail.
sure,
Loser ended
yeah, it's all, yeah,
up.
brothers are competitive for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, we'll help out where we can. But so to answer the first part of it, yes, Wolverino is giving us advice. We have an advisory board behind us through Wolverino, but also kind of interconnected with all of those Metabrawl Inu tokens as well. So we have talks with a lot of those project leads. Have we learned from the mistakes? Yes, but I'll jump this one beforehand in case anyone's new. We get a lot of questions about copyright issues. Wolverino did have copyright issues with their logo and design and had to fully redesign. It was a very stressful time for us, but we got a legal advisor on board and talked to many different aspects of the government from the country that we were in and redesigned everything into Chibi style, which is the art style that you see now as Hulk Inu. So we have absolutely learned from those mistakes and have applied them before they were problems now. So yes, and also our network, our connections, everything that we had to struggle and claw our way upwards with Wolverino, we have this directly in our ability with our advisory board in the background. So if one project takes off to the other, kind of like a laugh, hey, we're killing it. You guys need to step up your game, man. Come on. But because that's where we're at right now, right? Hulk Inu is the little brother to Wolverino. So yeah, absolutely. What's happening now? Yes, but the closer that we get in market cap, the more we can work in unison with. If we're doing an AMA on YouTube, we're going to get Wolverine in there too. It makes it a lot more fun, a lot more competitive, and we'll be embracing that brother dynamic, of like, yeah, we did this. What about you guys? And this will help both of us. But in the same sense, we are independent, but we'll be working as a unified force.
No, there's always a competitive, healthy relationship. I do 100% agree. Like in life too. Like my boys push me. When I see one of my boys doing or going harder than me, I'm like, damn, I need to step my shit up. You feel me? So I 100% understand where you come from that with that statement. So the other question this same person had, I don't know if you can answer this directly, but they said, will it be a top 10 exchange that you guys are going to be getting listed on, or are you guys talking to one of the top 10 exchanges?
Multiple, yes. Multiple,
okay,
more than one. Nice. Bear in mind, the whole idea of doing this is less traffic is on the market, but whatever traffic we do get, we want to retain. So we want multiple use cases. So like with our Hulk Inu comic, we're also revamping our website again for a Web3 to be showing more of our support, more of our tokenomics for new investors to be able to streamline the focus. Because we've done so much, it's quite overwhelming for new people that come in of how much has been done, especially on VC. Of hey man, I'm new. Tell me what's been done on Hulk Inu. And 5 minutes later, kind of like my intro. 5 minutes later, I was like, shit, I heard a lot, but didn't hear anything. Because there's just so much to gather. So yes, but we also wanted to wait to ensure that, there's more reason for it. And because of the less traffic on these exchanges during the bear market, we wanted to gain as much as that as possible, but also retain as much as that as possible with utilities, sponsorships, and future pushes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and exchanges help bring some consistent volume, especially if you get on some good ones. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are pushing for that, and I know I know you don't got a cap in your blood, so I do believe that's coming. The next question: Does the this is actually something I'm wondering myself. Does the guy have an advantage in the race if he's already in Valhalla or anyone else that buys 20 packs? So I guess like the guy that already bought the 20 pack and is technically considered to have reached Valhalla, right? Does he have an advantage in the race to Valhalla, or how does that work?
No, they have an advantage in the race of building their bag. Because if it was me, so I try to like dabble on some of the capabilities. Obviously, this is not financial advice, but because we have so many aspects to the NFTs, someone that's trading inside of it can work the ideas of it. Try and get the best deal in many different ways. So this person has 20 NFTs. One of them is Valhalla. They have an option of staking all of their tokens in Valhalla and soaking up all of those rewards of 50% staking rewards and claiming and compounding whenever they like. They have the other side of, and assuming this would be more their side since they're so focused on NFTs, that they have the option of spreading out their tokens and feeding all of their NFTs to raise them to Valhalla. Come round five, they have the option of selling off the other 19 NFTs as, hey, I have probably not all, but let's say in this situation, I have 19 Valhalla NFTs, all super legendary. I can sell them off to you guys and make a great amount of money by selling them off because, we don't have them. They have them. Other people don't have them. They're the only ones that have fully evolved Valhalla NFTs. Or they can just focus on gaining the rewards from enjoying Valhalla. And after a couple rounds go by, they can list them up and say, listen, you guys are buying banner NFTs that can evolve to this level. I have the last ones that are out that can evolve to Valhalla level. So what's interesting for the project is that there's this ever-growing race to Valhalla, which has thankfully been proven by a couple of holders that have more than one NFT. So when we're launching round 2, 3, 4, 5, there's always going to be this person out here that's, well, not always, but there's going to be this person that's competing with us, saying like, hey, I have one that can go to a higher evolution, either for a bigger price or for less of a price because they gained staking rewards, a better position, enjoyed the buyback. So they have so much capabilities with how everything works by holding so many. But no, they do not have advantage in the race. The race is the evolution to Valhalla. So if they wanted to be part of that race, they'd have to put tokens in to a banner, and then they can start that way. But yeah, only banner holders get to start. They can't do anything with their Valhalla for racing. They're already there.
Okay, so essentially they don't have an advantage, but like you said, they have an advantage to build their bag because the advantages they're already getting right now.
Yeah, they have more capabilities of what to do with the NFTs for sure.
Okay, and the last question I see, is it the same artist from the 2D and 3D NFTs?
Yes. Uh, Also, the artist that worked on Wolverino NFTs, SMK Style. Shout out SMK. Great artist, very fast moving, understands any feedback that's been given. He created all of these, all five evolutions.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that looks really good, and there's been a lot of people in the community who have agreed with that. So, yeah, I guess that's it for community questions. How do you want to go and proceed about with this giveaway? Just want to go ahead and get it going, or?
Yeah, for sure. I did see from Pixel Bridge. Can you show us the comic? I missed the last AMA.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I saw that question. I forgot to ask it. Sorry. Yeah.
In other words, I can either play the video or just show the comic alongside with our website on there. If I did show the video, I'd have to grab turn on my Bluetooth speaker, which I have right here, so it could be heard.
Whatever
Your
you
choice,
prefer.
Lance.
Whatever you prefer.
All right, yeah, I mean, the comic is 1 minute. My speaker's dying. Let's see if this works out. Otherwise, backup plan. All right, let's do a test.
The machine lived happily in his mundane.
Can you hear that? Too loud, right?
Mm-hmm. You can hear it.
All right. Here we go.
Nice Pittsburgh. Cog in the machine lived happily in his mundane 9 to 5 lifestyle. His toxic career was tolerable as long as Betty Rose was by his side. Intrusive thoughts of Gretchen were silenced by the beat of a loving heart. But when a toxic workplace turns literal, that silence turns into screams. Gamma radiation alters Bryce's genetic code. He is no longer satisfied with mediocrity. The above-average scientist in a below-average life is no more. The ferocious Hulk Inu is born, a monstrous investor smashing through the blockchain to restore balance to the universe. He trains for gains with an unquenchable hunger, and it's bulking season. Equipped with the strength of 10 bulls, no bear will stop him.
The strength of 10 bulls.
We almost made it to the end there. Yeah, I guess we showed you a snippet. That voice in there is Cal Hebert. For verification, we have uploaded videos of Cal Hebert recording our narration along with a link to his IMDb in case anybody has doubts. And then now you see the final version as well. The page 2 of the comic is out. It was out last week. We told our community we're going to focus on NFTs, but this week we're going to be starting on narration as well, which same process will be uploaded to the website. As far as how this influences the chart, page 1 and 2 are publicly available for people to see. Page 3 onwards, we're going to be launching a place. I think it's going to have to be another website where you have to be a Hulk Inu holder of a certain amount of tokens to be able to view the rest of the pages, because they'll Easter egg, kind of like a whale chat type of thing. They'll Easter egg on what's to come with Hulk Inu, similar to some of the grammar that you've seen in here. But not only will it have the unique aspect of narration, which does not exist in the comic world, video form where it guides it through, but also to be clear, there'll probably be 2 of these, but during action scenes, there'll be a pop-up inside of this video that will show an animation of actual moving graphics. And as we go through as well from the preceding pages, there's going to be sound effects, music as well, along with this narration. So it's like a motion picture meets a comic. And this is the start of our Inu Studios, Comic Studios, which is business to business. We'll provide comics for other projects, artworks and such, just like this. And in the Meta Brawl Inu game, our first clientele, we're going to be giving Shiba Inu, Volt Inu, Shibnobi, Wolverino, and possibly the other tokens listed, free comics provided by us. And they will be our reference going forward for business to business marketing, where we'll offer comic books for other people saying that, hey, we created the comics for Shiba and all of them. Obviously, very transparent, we created them, but they're our clientele. First one's free. Second, that's how we get them. And yeah, so that'll be the start of this. One of the first steps we'll do as far as this goes, since it's so unique, is beginning a patent for it. So it gives the potential that if this is picked up in the comic world as extremely unique, for comic fans, and the marketing aspects stray outside of crypto as well, where we'll patent this, and anybody else that wants to use this will have the patent. All of these profits go back into the chart, along with them being sold as NFTs. The ones that we give away, if they are going to be used as NFTs from Shiba, Volts, and so on and so forth, we'll guide them. But we also retain a royalty from that, which goes back into the chart. So we're going to be launching 3 IRL companies that all incorporate the characters from Meta Brawl Inu. So again, we're the mediator. So it starts with the comic studio, then it goes to a creation company for artists to upload their art to be paid, to be bought, or a royalty-based payment, and then it ends off with the Inu series. So the first web series, kind of like the Avengers, including all the Meta Brawl Inu characters, which is pay-per-view. Profits go back into the charts as well. So that's 3 forms of income that go into the chart for the same concept as our staking, consistently feeding our chart outside of our marketing efforts. And yeah, so that'll be there'll be incentives for people buying in for shares inside of that company. So it goes to shareholders and it goes into our chart as well, and pushing our marketing. So that's some of the aspects for longevity that we have.
Yeah, bro, and I just want to commend you how thorough, everything is that you're, not only relaying to us in this AMA, but just how thorough it seems like your team has planned out this project, and you're fighting an uphill battle in the market. So I, commend you guys for pushing so hard, and you're super active. I see you everywhere, and you're marketing everywhere. You're always on AMAs, and you guys, are relentless. Like you don't care about, it seems like you guys don't even care about the market. Like you guys just know, like you guys or have a good team, you have a good product, and you're going to push no matter what. And when the market picks up, it's going to, only help and take it off, help it take off even more. So it's like, bro, it's crazy. Like to think like, if you'd have dropped this last year, you probably would easily be sitting over 100 mil right now. Right. That's how you feel. But so, I mean,
Right.
the market is what it is. You gotta make it work how, whatever you got to make it work with whatever you're given. Right. So, yeah, like I said in the past, bro, this has been, by far the most professional AMAs we've had, and some of my favorite AMAs. And you're a very great guy, and I vouch for you. Like I said, I know you from past projects, and stuff, other private groups, and I've known you for a while, close to a year now, and I've had nothing but good experiences with you. So I wish you nothing but the best for your project. And like I said in the past, anytime you guys want to come and share something here, just please do it, because you have the full go to post anything here, pin anything here that you want to. So yeah, you guys have the full community. I mean, have the full support from my community and myself. And I probably will for sure keep the profile pic you gave me. It looks really nice. So I probably will keep it as my profile pic for a while, just to support you guys.
My man, I appreciate you. And anytime that you want some updates to it, if you think, hey, let's add this, let's add that, no problem. My designer is 24/7. I wake him up all the time, but he doesn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, he
And we
did
have
that pretty quick, bro. I remember he said like, "Oh, do you want a little profile pic?" And I think he got it to me within a couple hours. So impressive. It looked, like I said, it looks really good.
Yeah. It would have been faster, but we were working on multiple pieces of art at the same time, and he got a bit confused. I'm like, no, not that. You got like all the comments intertwined. But yeah, no, I appreciate your group too, and I said that we're also considering bringing you on board as well as we develop. So we have more hands on deck. We know you're quite the based, super based marketer, and it'd be great to have your voice along with my voice. And we keep going. There may have to be a goal of you doxing at a point if we do onboard you.
Oh crap!
We'll
Oh
make
crap!
it.
Can Hulk Inu get me the docs? Hulk Inu,
Yeah,
no.
we're all about being
This is
on
the type of
screen,
project
man.
where I would feel comfortable doing it just because how professional it is, So I know this is a legit product, and so like I said, you have
Yeah.
my full support, and if it does evolve to that, I'm fully on board. So we'll figure that out. But with that being said, are we gonna announce our winner?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All
All right.
right, drum roll, please.
He's
Someone's gonna
ready.
win $1,000. It would be amazing if it's actually someone that's in the AMA, but we'll see.
Yeah, if it is someone in the AMA, are they able to unmute themselves? Yeah, I see they are. Or I can't see it actually. We'll see. We'll see. Let me just refresh. Okay, as expected, FOMO strategy is in. All right, so it'll stick to the current list as well. All right, without further ado, let's click the spin.
Here we go. Here we go. There's a 57. Right, 57.
Yeah,
So you got a
57.
1
Well,
out of
two of them
57
are
chance to win, huh?
different. Number
Number
two.
2. Sheesh.
Wow. Number
So
two, you are the
does that
winner.
literally mean the number
That's
2 NFT, that like the second NFT that was minted?
Yep,
That's
yep.
crazy.
I had to mint the first one as a test, so we did multiple tests. But I didn't want to do it. But my minting dApp dev had told me 3 times, and I was like, all right, let me just do it and handle whatever questions. So that means technically the first public buyer won, which is crazy, man. Yeah, so we had
That's
57
crazy. Yeah.
entries in there. But bear in mind, as far as the numbering, some of the pre-evolve, let's see if I can pull it up if I go all the way to the bottom, have not the number 57 here as far as how our token, our contract works. So inside of
Oh,
this,
okay. I see what you're
there's
saying. That's why
real,
the numbering was a little. Some of them. Okay, I
yeah,
see what you're saying.
there are 57 entries, but there's 2 of them here. You can see it right down here, 2801, and right next to it is another one, which are the pre-evolved NFTs. But then you see here, 57 entries have been placed, so everyone had a fair shot. So yeah, good stuff, guys. The next giveaway, same numbers. Everyone still has a chance. So exciting. And I'll be sending that over to you right
I
after this. And
I assume you're gonna go announce that in your community, right?
yeah, exactly. I'm going to be I can pull up the wallet from the NFT holder, so I send it over and send the Etherscan link along with congratulations.
Okay, when you do that, can you send that over to me so I can post and pin it here as well?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. And like I said, very professional AMA. You have my full support, and you keep on impressing me every time you come back, bro. So keep showing us more, bro. I'm pretty sure, like, we're gonna hear from you again. So, like I said, you have my
Yeah,
full
absolutely.
support, and we wish you the best of luck from here on out. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and then I hope the ETH Merge 2.0 goes well, in the next few hours
Thank you.
for your project and
Thank
the
you.
whole ETH community.
And I'll end it off on a couple of our bullish announcements with them growing. I did promise my community that we'll have a bullish announcement towards the end. So with that being said, guys, we're definitely pushing more exposure for our NFTs for all of our members that have minted them and all of the members that are coming to mint them. This was the first sign of good faith, I'd say. A lot of people are holding back for verifiability of trust, showing that hey, like these tokenomics are bullish, but are they going to do it? So that's why I'm doxxed. That's why we're consistently updating, and that's why we did this giveaway today. So you see that everything as promised will be delivered. But the exposure that we're pushing now. So as I said, we have multiple exchange listings that are on the way, and we're waiting for the time to pull the trigger. But we are going to be on a new listing very soon, and we wanted to announce the name since everything has been confirmed and they are working behind the scenes now, is BitKeep. They're going to be focusing on our NFTs, where they're going to have us on their featured page and available for purchase through them as well. They are not an exchange. They are a wallet with a DEX, but they have a lot of pull as well focused on NFTs. So we'll see a boost in NFTs when we're listed on that, and beforehand, and obviously afterwards as well. So keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your mind as we push forward. This is step one of our exchange listings. We're not going from the top exchange listing downwards. We're working our way upwards for what is more practical for where we're at now, where the market is now. But bear in mind, multiple exchange listings are out of availability. And check Wolverino, check their roadmap from all the exchange lists that we did before. We have multiple AMAs coming as well, more giveaways coming. Keep your eyes on our charts, on our updates. But yes, the next bigger announcement is BitKeep, and we'll be making a post for that shortly as well.
All right, and like I said, I just had, or I didn't just say this, but I had pinned the NFT minting link. So if you want to mint an NFT, it's the most recent pinned link. So we will go ahead and wrap up. And like I said, wish you the best of luck, man. And have a good rest of your day. And thank you guys for coming out to another AMA here at our community. They keep getting better and better and bigger and bigger. So we can't plan to keep, growing as a community as well. And I appreciate all the support. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Thank you. I'll send you over the AMA as soon as we finish, brother, as usual.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, man. With that being said, Hulk out.
All right. Later.
See ya.
Acid Hulk out. All right. Later, bro.
Yeah.